Hey yo, it's Adrian. Back here again. Just talking about, today I want to talk about flexibility, the importance of flexibility, and how it relates psychologically and spiritually to your life. Because that's what I'm all about. It's the Trinity, it's the thing that makes us all human. So, I just got back from the gym. I just got done foam rolling with this guy, by the way, by Trigger Point Performance. This thing is amazing. This thing really gets into your skin. It hurts, but it's worth it because I know that I'm not going to have as many injuries when I'm 40 years old just because I'm working on flexibility and tearing up, well, not necessarily tearing up, but smoothing out the fascia of the muscular lining that really helps to promote elasticity along the muscles. So I know that long term it's going to be pretty good. And so while I was sitting over there, just foam rolling, I was just thinking to myself about how tense people can be, how physically and even psychologically and spiritually tense people are. It really makes me wonder what's going on in their lives. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's stressors. There's things like death of a loved one, divorce, kids aren't doing so well in school, want to do your best for your kid, or your business isn't, succeeding or flying sky high like you want it to. Things aren't going the way that you want them to. That's all about expectations, but I'll save that for another video. There's no point in me going into that right now. But it's just fascinating because I'll walk around, especially even at the gym. I'll walk around, I'll see people, and they're just going to be like, it looks like they're unhappy. They're not very, satisfied with themselves. And even though they're in this place where there's so much room for self-improvement, they always seem so self-conscious, so stuck in their own way, rigid. I don't know how else to describe it. You say hi to them, and they just look down. Some of them respond, some of them, typically older men, actually, in my experience, older guys tend to respond much more positively to it. Just me saying hello, simply saying hello. Of course, there's always the awkward interaction between girls and myself because I'll say hi and they'll be like, I'm going to stay quietly because I think you're a muscular man who just wants to pick me up and fuck me. No, not necessarily. I just want to say hi. And then there's just the slew of people who don't say hi at all, who just want to, go in there, do their thing, whatever that may be, whether it's incredible feats of powerlifting or just sitting on a treadmill for 40 minutes. That's their thing. No judgment here. But they just go in and do their thing. They just seem unhappy and tense and, again, dissatisfied with what's going on, and just really struck me as I was foam rolling. I figured I could make a video about this. And so the topic today, the main focus, is simply that I really do believe, that when you take time to stretch and foam roll with whatever you have, honestly, like for instance, I use a tennis ball on my feet, makeshift things, I think that really opens you up and allows you to open up more, you gain elasticity in your muscles, and I really do believe that translates to elasticity in your psyche and in your spiritual mind. I believe that when you're loose, when you're calm, when you're breathing deep, especially breathing from your diaphragm, not from up here. We've been conditioned to shoulders rise, we all get tense, and just breathe down below from your diaphragm. Out. The shoulders shouldn't rise. Like my shoulders right now are not rising. Watch, one breath. So even if they do rise, completely minimal compared to normally breathing out of your chest, which looks something like this. So really, you can tell breathing from your chest is more sporadic and less calming. Breathe like an infant is what I've always heard being said. Breathe from your diaphragm, and it makes life seem so much easier because time slows down. You have time to be with yourself, time to think. And so I just wanted to make this video to really inform you that being open physically, being loose, being one, being calm, being relaxed, really allows you to take a step back and see how your physiology affects your mind and your spirit. I notice from my own experiences, which is the only thing that I can champion, that when I am tight muscularly, I tend to be very close-minded. I tend to ignore other people who I normally don't in certain situations. I tend to close myself in. I become hyper-focused with what's going on. And really, it's not how I usually want to be. But I notice that when I'm loose in my body, I'm loose breathing through my diaphragm, not my chest. I'm not constricted. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm sitting upright. Things are going much, much better, and you're much more open to what's going on around you. Because that's the point. The point isn't to be closed off, narrow-minded, ignoring everybody. Sure, you can get menial tasks done that way by focusing. But in reality, there's so much around us. And we have to be willing to open up from the heart, from the body. Can't be living up here all the time. It's only going to get you so much. It comes from here, the heart. You got to really, really work with the heart. And I believe that taking time every day to stretch, to foam roll, to really get into the deep musculature, to really work it out, that's going to help you in being a more open and receptive person in social situations. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Peace.